Cornell Cooperative Extension of Orange County presents 4-H Incubation and Embryology Online. Welcome to Lesson 7, Playdate and Chicken Facts. Facts about our chicks. A female chicken is called a hen. A male chicken are called roosters. Baby chickens are called chicks. And young female chickens before they lay eggs are called pullets. Hens can lay 1 egg per day. More fun facts. Chickens aren't completely flightless. They can get airborne enough to make it over a fence or into a tree. The golden rule is 20 feet in 20 seconds. Chickens are omnivores. They eat seeds and insects, and they can also eat larger prey like very small mice and small lizards. So omnivore is meaning they can eat plants as well as meat. Speaking of chirping, as we hear our little friends in the background, chickens are quite talkative. They can make around 30 different calls to communicate with each other. And our last fact of the day. Chickens come in many different colors, shapes, sizes, and feather types. This chicken right here is my favorite chicken, Janice. She's a Polish chicken. Isn't her hair fun? Another fun fact is my favorite fact of all time. You can tell what color an egg and hen will lay by the color of her earlobes. This chicken has white earlobes. The second chicken has dark brown earlobes. And the third chicken has light brown earlobes. So they will lay white eggs, dark brown eggs, and then light brown eggs. So putting our chicks in the brooder box. Chickens are flock animals, so it's so important that we waited until a second chick was ready to go into the brooder box. This is Eenie and Meenie. We'll hear more about them later. So what's next? What do we feed our chickens? A pre-mixed commercial chick starter. This may be purchased at a local feed store. Pet stores usually do not have this type of feed. Grit is not necessary at this age. Do not feed scratch feed or ground corn because the chicks require more proteins, vitamins, and minerals than are in those feeds. It's recommended for a chick starter or a chick starter and grower. So teaching them how to eat. We teach them how to drink water by placing the chick's beak into the water source and then placing them next to the feed source so they quickly can find it. This is Eenie being dipped into the water and then placed back into the brooder box next to the feed source. It's been a few days now, so our chicks are eating on their own. So socializing. Just like with any animal, it's very important to socialize your chicks. This way, they are not fighting or frightened and easy to handle when they grow up. Here you can see my puppy Poncho working with Eenie, Meenie, and Miney. And then below is the first playdate picture with Eenie, Meenie, Miney with Frank and Riley. So getting them outside. If the weather is nice, you should introduce your chicks to the outside. In just a few weeks, they will be living there, so it's very important. Getting your chicken coop ready. Today, we're going to go visit Riley at her very own chicken coop. But before we do, we wanted to show you some very important pictures of her getting ready for her chicks. It's important to provide your chickens with clean, safe, protective, and comfortable chicken coop. This way, you can get them into a routine, and it's time for them to come inside at night when you feed them. They'll be happy to do so. So more prep coops. So this is the stage right before Riley's ready to build her coop in the corner back there. They have it's a 10 by 10 dog kennel, and it has been reinforced with chicken wire at the bottom. Also dug down a few inches and blocked so nothing can crawl underneath it. It has a tarp on the ground to get ready for the coop that's going up, and then a nice bed of bricks and tiles which the coop will sit upon. In the corner is an igloo that's containing some feeders and waterers, and that's going to be the home for Riley's duck, even though most of the time the duck will probably go right into the coop with the chickens. All right, so it's very important that we keep our brooder clean. Every day we need to change out our bedding, our water, and our food. As the chicks are growing and exploring, they might go to the bathroom inside of their feeder or waterer, so we don't want them to ingest that. That's why it's so important to keep them clean. So checklist. Before we get started on our play date, Riley and Frank have washed their hands. They've already checked their incubator. They've added the water for Mo, and the temperature is still 99.5 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So remember, our rules are do nothing, but if we have to do something, they're gonna wash their hands. So let's go check up with Frank and Riley and see how they're making out with our chicks.
Welcome to Frank and Beans.
All right, today is chick play dates. So far we've had 3 chicks hatching, and we have one more that's ready to come out of the incubator. So that's good, our chicks went to the bathroom. So it's so important that they do, because there's one hole in and one hole out of a chicken. Okay, their hole in is their mouth and their hole out is their vents. Do you guys like your chickens?
Yeah, they're so cute.
All right, so when we're introducing chick play dates, it's really important that we keep them in a safe, contained space. So chickies communicate via sound. So what they're doing is there's still one of the chicks in the incubator, so they're calling to it. So we have nice, calm bodies. You see as their personalities will start to emerge as the days go on. All right, Riley, go ahead and start tapping. So the chickies will come to different vibrations and sounds to check things out. So this is what they're doing with the tapping. All right, Riley, you stop tapping. Frank, you tap. See if it works with Frank. A little louder, Frank. They're also attracted to stuff that's really shiny.
He had the best manners you ever saw. I'm gonna not let him escape.
I can't believe how gentle he is.
Come on, what's
All right, guys, so what are we doing?
Putting Mo into the brooder box.
All right, and let's see if Mo is dry enough. So this is Mo. Mo's got a couple more minutes to go, but as you can see, most of Mo's feathers are completely dry. Mo's still sleepy. Mo is strong enough to stand up and walk around, so all signs are good to head to the brooder box. And what's the names of your other chickies, guys?
Meeny, miny, mo.
Nice.
Welcome to my chicken coop. Next thing, we gotta put in the coop.
Nice. So you guys are gonna build that this week with Mommy and Daddy?
Yeah.
And what's the igloo for?
For my duck.
Oh, for your duck that's gonna hatch. Very nice. So what did you guys put in here? Extra chicken wire to keep your duck safe and your chicken safe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also for the bricks.
Yep.
That's where my chickens are gonna hop on.
Yeah. It's gonna be nice.
We found these, but when we're digging the dirt up.
Nice. Are you excited about your chickens?
Yeah.
All right.
And they also hatch.
Yes, yours are hatching too right now, but eeny, meeny, miny, mo are gonna come here and live too. So we try to get our chickies out and about when it's nice and sunny to get them used to grass. They can also work on scratching and looking for different items for food. So our chicks are enjoying their first time out. They're scratching on the ground. We're also seeing that their personalities are starting to come out, which is also really great. They're starting to get their feathers in, which is nice, their underlying feathers. It starts first out on their wings, so that's exciting too. Their little personalities are coming through. Very friendly, they're outgoing, and Eeny, Meeny, Miny, and Mo have totally different personalities. So we're so excited to see what they start to be like in the future. All right. So thanks for tuning in to this episode.
Catch us on the next episode. Frank and Beans.
Happy hatching! See you guys soon!